Domestic abuse. Let's talk about it. Many of y'all have been through it, or we all known people that have been through it. Some people are going through it right now. Domestic abuse takes different forms. It's not just physical all the time. A lot of times it's emotional, mental. I admit that I have loved ones that have been through that, and my heart go out, and I am sympathetic and empathetic. But I have a hard time. My brain has a hard time wrapping around the concept of a domestic abuse because that's so not me. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a abuser, and I damn sure ain't gonna accept no abuse. And what it comes down to is domination. The person wants to dominate you, be it male or female. And I got too many control issues. I'm not gonna be dominated. So I want to say control issues. That doesn't mean I wish to control other people. 'Cause I really don't give a damn what nobody else do. I'm just not gonna. I need to always be in control of me and what I do. So that's what I mean. But I don't know, man. I just feel like I honestly feel like people are like children. They never really get out of certain childlike traits. One of the things that I think that humans take with them to the grave is trying to see what they can get away with. Adults are no different. I think that domestic abuse is a form of control. It's to dominate. That's what it is. It's to dominate. It's not love. The love has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And I love you. That's what I did. That's a bunch of BS bullshit. But I don't know. I can't wrap my brain around that. I just can't wrap my brain around allowing another person to dominate me. I don't know how people do that. It's confusing to me. But again, I'm not pointing a finger or judging. I mean, I am sympathetic and empathetic, but my brain, the way my brain works, I can't process it myself. I've been in situations where you be with people and they try stuff, but like I said, I think people are children, and they try to see what they can get away with. And just like if you got a 3 or 4 year old, right, and they're going over to the stove messing with the knobs, a lot of times the correction is as simple as, "Hey, don't do that, stop." Very abrupt, very abrasive, very to the point, and that'll snap them out of it. And then they'll know not to go over there. That's bad. But you have to do it immediate. It has to be swift and abrupt, the correction. Or it could be something as simple as, pop on the hand. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to do it no more. But if you allow them to do it sometimes, or they're doing it habitually, and then you only get mad when it starts to aggravate you or gets to be too much, that's ridiculous. You're not going to correct behavior unless you nip it in the bud right on the onset, immediately. I can't stand parents who if the child is engaging in something that may hurt them, they try to talk them out of it and coax them and, "Hey, don't do that. You're a horrible parent." But whatever. That's a whole nother conversation. But humans are like that. You gotta nip that shit in the bud. You real quick. The first time it rears its head, to correct them. You can't allow certain behavior to continue because, man, you like everything else about them, but this one particular thing, well, that's not that bad. I can put up with it now. Well, if you don't like it and it's detrimental, it's going to build up and it's going to end up being a problem. I remember, one time I was dating this chick, and we had gotten into an argument about something. It was something that she felt like I was being indifferent to something she wanted to do or something like that. And then as men, I just feel like you say what you say, and then you're done. I don't. A lot of times you don't need to sit around just go back and forth and argue about stuff. So say what you say, then you shut down. It's done. I said what I mean. What I mean. And this individual was ironing at the time at the ironing board, and she got so freaking mad that she took the plugged up iron and she came at me as if she was gonna burn me. Never done nothing like this before, ever. And I remember I didn't flinch. Didn't move a muscle. Didn't move my arm as she came at me with the iron. As she got closer to my arm, did not flinch. And I'm looking at her. And I told her, the first burn is on me. She was looking at me like, what? the first burn is on me because I'm going to have something to show the cops to justify what comes after. And she was looking at me like, what? I'm like, yes, absolutely, with no question. And I was dead serious. She had never done nothing like that before, and I had never reacted like that before. She had brought something out of me that she had never seen before. Because, see, here's the thing. Fuck the relationship. Once you try to harm me, the boyfriend-girlfriend shit is gone. All the love shit is gone. You're no different than somebody out in the fucking street. My first priority is to protect me. My first priority is to protect me. You know, that's my pledge to myself, as your pledge should be to yourself. You know, I'm gonna stop you from doing it, or I'm gonna make damn sure you know not to do it again. That's everybody's pledge. Your greatest gift is your life, is your body. You know what I'm saying? Your person, and that's what you have to do. I know a guy who he was cheating on his wife, and he had been doing it for years. And through a couple slip ups, she had started to catch on to what was happening. And it started to be an issue, an ongoing issue. Well, he had been doing it so long the way he just wasn't even, you know, prepared for this this amount of pushback, because she was like on one, you know. That's well she should be, I guess, you know. And she was going off so bad one day to where he could not break her out of the rage. And then he made a split-second decision. He slapped her. He told me, he said that she went ape shit. He said she started tearing up the freaking houses, trying to get at knives. She called the fucking cops. She called all of her fucking family. She had him locked up. It was like the end of the world. It was like scorched earth. And I remember him telling me after that she scared him. And he never fucking did that shit again. They're still together. Ladies, if a man is abusive, it's gonna be that first time. That first time he fucking does that shit, he should have no peace. He should sleep with one eye open. This motherfucker need to be watching his fucking back. If you make this motherfucker understand that this is not acceptable, the first time he does it, he's gonna stop or he's gonna leave. Either way, you good. You don't accept that. You don't accept someone putting their freaking hands on you. Never. I can imagine being a woman and having a man dominating me like that and putting his hands on me. I'd murder you in your sleep. I'm telling you right now. As God's my witness, you would cease to be. You couldn't sleep. Nah. Even we split up, if you beat me, I can see you out in public. It's gonna be some smoke. I don't give a fuck where I see you. It's on sight. And that's how you gotta be, ladies. You know, don't allow nobody to dominate you. It's about control. And you can see it coming, ladies, before it happens a lot of times. First thing he has to do, it's a technique. He has to isolate you. That's the first thing, isolate you. He doesn't want you having feeling towards anyone else that's equal to his. It might be different, but like a friend or my best cousin or my you know, my mom or whoever you're close to that could be have influence over you. He needs to have that person removed. So when he starts isolating you from your friends and your family, he's gonna use words like, "Well, you with me, and I just feel like I should be, your number one." When they start doing that fucking shit, ladies, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And I truly believe that women abuse men just as much, and I said it, just as much as men abuse women. Women abuse men just as much as men abuse women. It might be different. A lot of times, it might be emotional. But she does it. Same thing go for men. Don't you allow no motherfucker to do that to you. Don't you allow no woman to do that to you. And again, man, it's going to be that first time. It's going to be that first time. And the correction must be to the point. Nip it in the bud immediately. And the correction could be as simple as motherfucker step out of line, say some crazy shit. Who the fuck you think you talking to? That simple goddamn question a lot of times. Oh, okay. All right, my bad. I was tripping. You know, I mean, for real. You don't allow nobody gets to do that. Nobody gets to dominate you. I do not understand henpeck men. I don't know nothing about your DNA. I don't understand you at all. Ain't that much love in the world. But again, I mean, it's abuse takes different forms, man. And men, if a woman and I don't, you know, women, you can't be out here physically abusing men. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn what frickin' society say. If you put your hands on somebody, be prepared for the consequence. And men, stop. There's this negative thing attached about calling the cops on. Call the cops on her fucking ass. Don't you be ashamed to call the cops on her fucking ass. Put her fucking ass in jail. If she puts her hands on you, I don't give a damn because it ain't her. You know, she really can't do no damage. I don't give a damn. A message needs to be sent. Abuse is not okay. Ever. However you send the message, you send the message. But nobody should be hitting nobody ever. Period. We living in strange times now, man. You know, we have whole generations of women who've been raised by reality TV. People don't realize that. Think about how long reality TV been out. There's whole generations of young women who've been raised off reality TV who see how they respond to shit, and that's how they respond to shit. Wanting to fight and be ratchet and throw drinks and throw shit and all that kind of shit. That ain't how regular people handle problems. That's not how regular people deal with conflict. So messages have to be sent. I have no problem with no dude. I don't see you as no freaking punk. Put her ass in fucking jail. In front of her kids. I don't care. I don't care. You would go to jail in front of the kids if you did that to her. Put her ass in jail. Nobody should be hitting nobody. You should not be emotionally abused, man, at all. You should not tolerate that shit. And it's kind of like the same thing. It starts with the isolation. Starts with the isolation, you know. A woman wants to be, you know, she wants to be the center of your universe, which she should be. Yo, you should cater to your woman. But there's other priorities. You have people you know before that. You have family members, this, that, and other. If your woman starts trying to isolate you from your family and your close friends, and they're not doing nothing to her, they're not posing no fucking threat, hold on to your ass. It's about to be a bumpy ride. And that's in all cases. But whatever's going on, you need to nip it in the bud because you cannot let unwanted behavior continue over time and then you speak out once you're tired of it or you're fed up. It's too late now. The pattern is established. I'm just saying, man. You know, it's a lot of that shit going on now, man. Out here, you know. And you could almost look at it. You know, live long enough, you could almost look at a situation and you know who's getting abused. You can almost look at it. I know people that I've known for years, and they'll speak to you and be just the most sweetest person when they by themselves, get around their spouse, and shit, might not even speak to you. And I don't go on my way to speak. I understand there's some shit going on right there. This motherfucker crazy. I get that. I get that. You know. You know, I just don't know how you do that, man. I don't know how you do that. And ladies, all that, you know, you want a roughneck shit. Well, there's baggage, there's prizes that comes with a roughneck. Same way you get turned on, get moist in your drawers when you see him out there doing his roughneck shit, it's going to come back on you. It's just a matter of time. It's coming back to your ass. And so then you be like, oh, I can't believe I had no idea. And no, you see when he went in there and whooped folks' ass for nothing, flew off the handle for this and was emotionally unstable. How did you not know at some point You was gonna get some of that. Same thing with men. Yeah, I like a little ratchet thought. I like a little woman with a little edge. Man, you crazy fuck. But I want that damn hell in their damn life. All that damn craziness, and you could the ones who like that, and you hear them all the time. You hear it all the freaking time. Don't be the ones criticize men who, cause they don't want to be with her, cause you can't handle no strong woman. No, I don't want no crazy motherfucker, and don't nobody want no crazy motherfucker unless it's another crazy motherfucker. So you go over there and find you a crazy mother. Regular people don't have no time for that. People want harmony. People want peace. They want people who are reasonable and have common sense. If you are emotionally unstable, why the fuck would somebody want to fuck with you? Especially if a dude got his shit together, he on the rise in life, why would he invite that hell into his life? Get your fucking crazy ass out of here. Nobody got time for that. Same thing go with dudes. Don't nobody want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Or deal with that, ladies. I don't know how y'all do it. But I don't think the answer is to always leave the person, where sometimes that is the answer, though, especially if it's physical. A lot of times you just have to establish who you are real quick and what you're going to put up with, what you're not going to put up with. And if you do that, that'll work, but you got to do it. Boom, you got to do it quick. You got to do it the first time. You got to do it when y'all deep in love, when y'all straight holding hands everywhere in love. And then, that love, when y'all new, that's what happens. In a new relationship, you so caught up in the lovey-dovey part, you just overlook all this bullshit. That's when you address it. Early. Abruptly. If you love me so much, or you love me as you say that you are, the shit you just pulled, do it again, we ain't gonna be together. The shit you doing now, this behavior that you engaging in, nah. This love right here, this bliss, it'll be short-lived. And if you do that shit, people get it. Because at the end of the day, people like children. You got to correct them abruptly, swiftly, and abruptly. But that's my take on domestic abuse, man. Peace.